everyone, I am Pallavi Singh and welcome to Unfiltered Condors.
And this is Amartya, Smaran.
Amartya, what are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to act like the Paps because our next guest, she compresses pictures, color corrects, and she exports 1,000 words into one stellar picture.
Well, that's correct. We got a chance to interview our very own professor, Laura Wormwell, and it was a treat to work with her. So let's watch what she has to say. Thank you so much, Laura, for being on the show.
It is my pleasure to be here.
Well, we have asked many of our classmates, if they want to ask you some questions, so what would that be? And most commonly asked question was, how did you get into pet photography?
That's a great question. So back in 2014, I had a dog who was getting older, and I really wanted to make sure that I was capturing those memories. And I've always, in my friend group, I was always the person behind the camera, didn't really like to be in the photos. And so I had a bit of background in photography, but when Stella, that was my dog, when she was, about 13, 14, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start taking some nice photos of her. So I borrowed a fancy camera and just started taking pictures, and I found out that I just loved it. So over the next few years, I started practicing with friends and family with my own dogs. And then folks were like, hey, I would love for you to take pictures of my dog. And obviously it's not just dogs, but it grew and grew from there. And then in late 2017, early 2018, I started offering photo shoots for the general public. And then in 2022, I went full time.
Which camera was the one that you picked up first?
My very first camera was a Nikon D750, and I still recommend it. It is a fabulous entry-level camera.
Now that we're talking about cameras, one question that I want to ask is, can you describe one fun incident from one of your photo shoots?
Oh, a fun incident. Because I work with pets, I have fun all the time. Pets are so laid back when it compared to humans. When they're in a photo shoot situation. I've had great times because a lot of what I do is out in nature. We're always going on hikes. I have been photographing while standing in the middle of a river. I've had dogs jumping over me to get action shots. And then obviously some of my favorite memories are photo shoots with my own dogs because those are just so special.
Pets behave so well, right? We all agree.
My question was that wasn't it difficult to meet new pet and click their pictures because it's very risky also.
Yeah, pet photography does have its own challenges. They say never work with animals or children, and I work with both. But I have found, I've worked with animals pretty much all of my life. I love animals. And I think if you meet them where they're at, if you take into consideration what they're scared of, what they respond to, you make sure that they have their humans close by, giving them cuddles, you make sure you have their favorite treats. And I'll let you in on a secret, which is 90% of the animals that I photograph are on a leash, and then we Photoshop it out afterwards.
That's interesting.
Well, safety is the primary concern, right? We want to make sure that the animal is feeling comfortable, feeling confident, and one of the first things you learn as a pet photographer is how to take out those leashes in post.
That's perfect. And we'll also talk about one worst incident on the set because for me, this was back when my grandmother was 85. Always an issue with family pictures is that my grandmother would say, "Make me look young." She'd go like that, and "Grandma, you're 85. I can't make you look young." So what's the worst thing that happened to you on a set?
Well, luckily, dogs and cats don't ask you to make them look younger. But certainly, humans do. We're a little bit more self-conscious about ourselves in photographs. I would say the worst things that have happened to me on shoots have not been so much the animal's fault. They don't know why they're there. They don't know what they're doing. But I have definitely had some minor injuries. I had a cat that I wasn't giving treats to fast enough, put a tooth right through my fingernail. during.
I did that to my mom once.
Oh gosh, really?
Yeah.
I was doing action shots with a Great Dane, got kicked right in the head.
God.
But the worst thing that happened to me, and this is like a PSA to all the dog owners, clean up after your pets. Because if you don't, there is a very good chance that a pet photographer is going to kneel in your dog's poop and then smell like poop for the rest of the session.
Amartya, are you interested
So,
in pet photography?
No, on that note, pet photographers.
Well, that was fun, isn't it?
Absolutely. And we always think that, seeing ourselves on camera is like the most amazing sight in the world, but we are often embarrassed. But, you're only as comfortable as your guest, and Laura couldn't be a better guest. She was amazing, don't you think?
Exactly.
And who do we have here today? We have someone to talk about all this.
Well, we have three beautiful ladies with us who's going to review this interview segment and talk about it. And now we have Sargun with us in the studio. Please welcome Sargun.
Hi guys, it's lovely to be here.
Absolutely.
You guys had a lot of fun, huh, while doing the interview with Laura?
Yes.
Well, exactly. And you know what's more funnier? His expression.
Oh, that always is.
Yeah, that
You can't do anything about it.
Can't ignore it.
Did you guys realize that she's been using the same camera for 10 odd years? Like, look at that level of commitment. I mean, she's really into that machine, isn't it?
Absolutely. She still uses that camera to date, which is incredible. And you often find people investing thousands and thousands of dollars in cameras. I think we have to learn from her, someone who's as accomplished as her, still going back to the basics, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And she also mentioned some pet peeve.
Yeah, about the dog poop, right?
Yeah.
Imagine it's such a tricky situation to be in, because you're doing your work, you have to be all professional, and then comes this little thing who poops on your feet. And it's like, it's a very tricky situation to deal. I don't know how I would have managed it. I mean,
And look at
kudos
the
to them.
dynamics here. I mean, to click a picture of your own pet and doing this as a professional career option, so it's difficult.
Absolutely. When I was young, my mom's pet peeve was my poop. That's a different story altogether. But I think we have like another interesting segment coming
Well,
up.
yes, enough of you, Amartya. Let's introduce the second segment, which is one of my favorite segment because it's a rapid fire round. Now, Laura, let's find out your raw side through rapid fire round.
All right, so let me start off with the first question. You've got to be quick, all right? Show a picture of your favorite pet.
Okay. Sorry, my phone is locked. I can't be that fast.
We can cut it.
So that is a picture from Iceland from a dog photography workshop that I did.
Great one.
Nice picture.
Quick.
Okay.
Rapid fire.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs. Sorry, cats.
No.
Out of the biting incident, I would also say dogs.
One advice for pet owners, apart from cleaning.
Meet your pets where they're at. Every pet is a little bit different, and if you are able to adapt to their special uniqueness, you're going to have a lovely life together.
Okay. Favorite dessert?
Cheesecake.
Favorite vacation spot?
Iceland.
Okay, and this will be interesting. Photoshop or Lightroom?
Photoshop.
Favorite dog breed?
I never thought I would say this, but Chihuahuas.
I love Chihuahuas.
I have a Chihuahua, and he's the best.
Okay. Canon or Nikon?
Nikon.
Most adorable pet name?
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox?
I knew a cat named Lunchbox.
Yeah, one more question?
No.
That's the end of the rapid fire round. Thank you so much. Oh boy, that was so quick. It's like someone put a gun on her head and it was so quick. It was like we were on some front lines, don't you think?
Exactly. And that's how I say it's one of my favorite segments because we get so many spontaneous answers, you know?
Absolutely. And I smell something different in the studio. I think we have someone new to talk about it, don't we think?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Hello everybody, I am Asisha. I think you guys had great fun shooting this, didn't you? I feel that every rapid fire segment is all about being quick and quirky, and I think you guys did really well. I have two rapid fire questions for you. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Mountains or beaches? Come on.
Mountains.
Beaches.
Okay. according to our whole interview, let's go for cats or dogs. Tell me.
Dogs, always.
I have to say dogs.
Me too. I love dogs. So I think we have one more segment coming up, and don't we?
Yes, you're right. And good job with the rapid fire questions. I mean, you got something a little out of us. But third segment has to be one of my favorite segments because I aced in that segment.
I mean, of
really,
course,
Laura and
yeah.
I, like, we were just best friends just because of that segment. And of course, Pallavi bombed. That's a different story altogether.
So
wanna
now
talk?
you know why the segment is his favorite? Well,
Yes.
anyways, we had fun shooting this segment with Laura. Let's watch this. Now, Laura, we all know that you are a well-established photographer, but let's find out your knowledge about Gen Z lingo. So, what do you think drip is?
Is drip like cool?
Is it?
It's up to you. What's your answer? Just take a guess.
I'm gonna say it means like something is like cool and hip.
It's actually near. It's like high-class fashion.
Okay.
Like the one I'm wearing right now.
Fair.
Of course, Amartya is so fashionable.
$15 million. Yeah. Try decoding the meaning of Delulu.
Delulu,
This-
delusional.
You got it. You got it.
So you are into Gen Z.
I'm a ways away from Gen Z.
Okay, it slaps. What do you think that means?
It slaps means that it's good. So also maybe like it's cool.
That's right. It's outstanding, actually.
What's the meaning of ghosting?
Ghosting. That is
the-
when someone does not get back to you.
Happened to me so many times. Has it ever happened to you?
All the time.
All that. We are in the same league.
Okay. So what do you think no cap means?
No cap. Oh, I can't swear, right?
You can, come on. You can, it's okay. We'll put a beep.
No cap means I'm not bull crapping you.
Okay.
Is it right or what?
It's no line.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Okay, so what's your take on the term cringe?
Cringe. So cringe means, cringe means the same thing because it's a real word, which means like it's awkward and like cringe-worthy.
Cringe-worthy. So it's more like you do this when you watch something. So disgusting content.
Exactly.
My first video in this program.
But ever happened with any pet photographers like experience, like you've gone for the pictures and they were doing some cringe thing, activity or something like that?
Oh goodness.
Not cleaning up.
Not cleaning
Yeah.
up for sure. And this is just like a personal pet peeve of most photographers in general, not just pet photographers, but like when people put filters on photos that you've edited for them, that's cringe.
Yeah, always happens, especially with Indian weddings. What do you think of? What do you think dead means? DED.
DED, dead.
Fairly simple.
Yeah.
Should guess it.
Doesn't it basically mean like I'm dead, like I'm done,
Yeah,
like
it's like,
that's a lot.
Kill you.
I'll kill you.
Kill you.
At times I feel that too.
You do?
Amartya?
Arre.
Anyway, moving on. What do you think bra means?
Bruh.
Bra.
It's like bro.
That's like bro.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been bro or like my dude back in my day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like expression of feeling shock.
Bruh.
Bra.
Okay.
You know, I was born in 1998, but I'm also not that familiar with these terms. So we're both on the same page. It's just that I have the answers and you don't. What do you think of the term gaslighting?
Gaslighting. So I would say that that's not really like Gen Z lingo. It's, something that we've been experiencing for our entire lives, no matter what generation you are. But definitely when someone is like gaslighting you, it means they're trying to like convince you that what you're feeling isn't valid or isn't true, and that you're wrong and doing it in a manipulative way.
Almost there. So it's like adding fuel to the fire. So that's something that always happens when we have conversations with parents, right? So they go like, you're messing it up, you're not worth it, whatever.
Words. Okay. Do you know what sus means? Sus is short for.
Yeah, suspicious.
Even I don't know this. Do you know, Amartya?
No.
Suspicious.
Nope. I told you I'm a baby boomer. Like, that's
But
my.
you get it right. It's actually.
What do you think the abbreviation of IKYK means?
If you know, you know.
Simple. Who wrote this?
I'm basically a Gen Z, guys.
Gen Z. On
More Gen Z than
Gen
we
Z.
are, I think.
Yeah, I think so, because one thing you know Photoshop and that's perfect. So like you're Gen Z, like just like that. So on that note, we are ending segment 3. Thank you so much.
Well, it was definitely fun, isn't it?
Mm,
Even I'm
absolutely.
surprised that Laura knows everything, you know, about this Gen Z lingo thing.
Well, you and I, we didn't know a few things, but Laura knew everything. That was the funny part.
Exactly.
And oh, we have someone really amazing to comment on the third segment. So should we switch to her, guys?
Hi guys, that was a great segment, honestly. And Laura knew everything. I was shocked. But you guys were clueless. And Pallavi was like, wait a minute, I don't know anything. What's happening?
Yeah, she
But
went.
he was very excited.
He was
about this Gen Z
Einstein.
lingo.
Yeah, she was like drip, 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 drip. What is drip?
Please.
Yeah,
He
and
just over exaggerated.
but anyway, like, what else did you have to say about the segment?
Honestly, I was expecting Laura to not know things, but it went very smooth. I mean,
Yep.
she was very quick with her answers as well,
Yeah.
as if she knew everything. But that was impressive, honestly.
Exactly.
I think you also have some questions. You want to shoot a few things at us?
Are you guys ready for it?
I was
But
born ready. What are
I
you
think
saying?
this round was definitely informative for me.
Okay, so what do you think Riz means?
Oops.
Something that I was born with: charisma, charm.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But obviously, me being a millennial, I have one question. I think it's easy for Pallavi this time.
Okay.
Is
So
OOTD?
is it from the 1960s?
No.
Okay, got it.
Shut up, Amartya.
So the question is OOTD.
Well, outfit of the day. See, I know.
But she kills it every time with her. She's got an extraordinary
off.
dress sense.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's true.
Really? I
Yeah.
hope that's not just you
It's a
mocking me
compliment.
again.
Let's move on from it. And I think we're not done yet. Unfiltered Condors always is filled with a lot many surprises. And we have a little one for you. So
It's the season finale. Prepare yourselves for a spine-tingling finale courtesy of our next guest. This enchanting artist turns the supernatural into reality through special effects makeup. Get ready to be amazed as she brings the dead to life with her magical touch.
well, I hope you like that surprise. But before we end the show, we have something up for you guys. Ooh, the phone doesn't have insurance. But
Nice catch, Amartya.
nice catch. We risked it all, guys, just to read your comments. So, Carla Fitzsimmons, my favorite, says, looking forward to it. Conestoga content creators, we are on air, have a great show, and we did. I hope we did have a great show. You want to read Alex's comment? Love how Laura found a passion through Stella. Well, Alex is on a different planet. You know what that comment means? I wonder what. Pet photography is great.
Well, I definitely asked
Indeed it
Alex,
is.
and let's read. Okay. We have another.
Cat
Okay,
club.
Rasika is here. She's saying, wow, it's going great. Thank you, Rasika.
But you know,
Yeah.
Rasika said, wow, it's going great, so interesting. But someone commented something more interesting. He says, cat lovers crying in a corner.
Well, I'm okay with it. I hate cats.
Yeah, okay. What's the next comment?
Okay. Oh my god, you guys are having so much fun. Yes, we are.
Isn't that the whole point? We should have fun and all of that. And you know, the whole show being about cameras, we being on cameras, it's always fun. I think one of the last comment. Okay, Rasika, we read your comment. We already read it. Go Condors. Thank you for all the support. And last comment, what did you learn about pet photography? I think it's quite an interesting question.
Well,
And one of my classmates, he is into pet photography, and after he watched the interview, actually, we happened to show it to him, and he's looking forward to, take some of the tips that Laura had given. He said he'll go back to the basics and, frame it in the rule of thirds. So I think in that way, we learned quite a bit about pet photography. What do you think?
well, definitely.
Well,
And one thing for sure, let the owners know that stay clear of poops.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, all the lovely comments. And guess what? We'll be back again with another wonderful segment. Until then, thank you so much. This is Amartya Smaran.
Pallavi Singh. Stay tuned in and we'll be back with another exciting episode.
Unfiltered Condors.
Thank you for watching.